From 2015 to 2023, PiS was the high school bully of Polish politics, winning the national election in 2015 and then dominating the European election in 2019 with 45% of the vote. They secured 27 out of Poland's 52 seats in the European Parliament, forming the lion's share of the ECR group, nearly half, to which PiS is aligned. But oh, how the mighty can stumble. Fast forward to the present, and the political landscape in Poland has done a full 180. Donald Tusk is back in town as Prime Minister, and he's not playing around. Tusk has cut off PiS's connection to state-owned corporations and to government funds, all previously used by the party to boost its electoral chances. The aftermath? A Polish political earthquake, with aftershocks reaching the polls. PiS's popularity has dipped from a confident stride to a hesitant crawl, with only 29% of voter support, down 16% from 2019. Should the elections be held today, only 17 Polish MEPs would represent the ECR group, marking a significant drop of 10 seats from the 2019 tally. The first domino has already toppled. Ryszard Legutko, a leading figure within the ECR group in the European Parliament, is poised to lose his job. According to Polish media, his position is being passed on to Dominik Tarczyński, known for his vigorous right-wing stance. Meanwhile, Tusk's Civic Coalition leads with 32%, with coalition partners also set to gain EU Parliament seats, marking Poland as a standout in resisting Europe's right-wing surge. If the current trends hold, the upcoming election could see the EPP outflanking the ECR as the new home for the majority of Polish MEPs, while the Brothers of Italy could emerge as the new heavyweights within the ECR. Welcome to Road to the EU Elections, Episode 1. Our goal is to make the European elections fun and simple. Each episode will feature a spotlight story, like this week's focus on Poland, followed by the current polls and the race for Commission President. Are you new to EU politics? Then check out the linked video above for a starter on European Parliament political groups. So subscribe today, and if you're keen on supporting our mission to educate the public about the EU, consider signing up to Patreon. Let's jump straight into section 2 of our video, the current polls. This chart shows you the current setup of the European Parliament. If an election were held today, we'd witness notable shifts in political power. The EPP and the SD would remain influential, but with a slight decrease in their strength. On the other hand, the ECR is poised to get a lot of new seats, despite the reduced support from Poland that we discussed earlier. Renew Europe faces a substantial setback, projected to lose 17 seats, significantly impacted by the falling popularity of Macron's party in France. Meanwhile, the IND political group is on the rise, benefiting greatly from Le Pen's party's strong performance against Macron. Intriguingly, rumors suggest that Le Pen may consider aligning with the EPP, a move that could reshape the political scene. We'll explore this in a future episode, so subscribe to stay informed. And then there are the Greens, oh dear, who are projected to lose 28 seats. Due to their environmental policies, which have struggled to gain popularity over the past 5 years, the Greens are now encountering difficulties in attracting national parties willing to align with them. However, 83 projected unaffiliated MEPs could still join any group, and with 3 months to the elections, a lot can change. That brings us to our third and final section of the video, the sprint towards the position of President of the European Commission, the closest role the EU has to a president. So who are the sprinters? Currently, the EPP group looks set to win a parliamentary plurality, which means the candidate that will hold the presidency will almost certainly come from the EPP political group. So who are the big names in the EPP? First, there's Manfred Weber, the group's leader, who previously wanted the Commission presidency in 2019. Second, there's Roberta Metsola, the current president of the European Parliament. Intriguingly, Weber had floated her name as a potential candidate last year. And third, there's the big one, Ursula von der Leyen, for a second term. She officially threw her hat in the ring for another 5 years last week, positioning herself as the frontrunner. In March, she is anticipated to be appointed as the lead candidate for the EPP group, setting her up as the EU's version of Usain Bolt, significantly outdistancing her competitors. Lastly, there's Nicolas Schmidt of the SD, the current European Commissioner for Jobs and presumed lead candidate for the SD. He is expected to be officially named by the SD in March and could become president if the SD were to win the most seats. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on episode 2. And if you want to support us further, please sign up to Patreon. Until next time.